Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at some battles that were submitted to me by one of my patrons, ClaptonCaveman, so big shout out to him. And while we're on that subject, I just wanted to give you all a huge thank you. The stream that we did 2 days ago went extremely well and we both had a whole ton of fun. More fun than I really thought I would have. I'm not big on streaming, but you guys definitely made it worthwhile, and I just wanted to give everybody who donates money or is one of our patrons, that's seriously, thank you so much. You have no idea how much we appreciate that. We're not the richest people in the world, and I'm trying really hard to turn this into a career. And so all of you guys who even just hit that subscribe button or hit the like button or leave a comment, all of you guys, it is such a huge help to us. Every one of you guys who even just hits the subscribe button is helping me build this YouTube thing into a career. So thank you so much, because this is something that I really enjoy doing and I really hope to make a full career out of. Okay, moving on to what we're going to be talking about today in Pokemon Go. We're going to be talking about the Little Cup. That's right, I'm a couple weeks late to the party. No, just kidding. The Little Cup with a twist. The Little Cup all grown up. So if you guys remember, I featured some of ClaptonCaveman's battles back when the Little Cup was going on, and I'll put a link to that video up here in the top right corner. And he decided to use the team that he used in the Little Cup by evolving them. So now he's going to be using them in the Great League. So as you're going to see on the left hand side here, this was his Little Cup team, and it's all grown up. Except for Zweilous. Zweilous is more like a teenager, but in my opinion, Zweilous is one of the coolest dark types in the game. So I love Zweilous. Alright, so let's take a look at the team. He's got Whimsicott in the lead with Charm, Hurricane, and Grass Knot. Zweilous with Dragon Breath, Dark Pulse, and Body Slam. And then Mightyena in the back with Ice Fang, Poison Fang, and Crunch. So, some things to note about this team is that he's running Hurricane instead of Moonblast on Whimsicott. And honestly, I think that's the way to go. Hurricane is definitely going to throw people off guard. Not many people are going to be expecting it, and it's going to give you more coverage considering you're already getting a ton of fairy type damage from the Charm. So I don't really think you need Moonblast. And the other thing to note about this team is that I'm curious to see how Mightyena does. Now I have seen a video done about Mightyena by R3 Pros. So shout out to R3 Pros. I'll probably put a card up here to that video, or I'll put a link in the description to his channel in the description, because R3 Pros is a really great content creator that I think everybody should check out. He's very underrated, and yeah, he could definitely use your support if you're looking for new content creators. Alright, so let's take a look at this first battle here. He's going to be leading Whimsicott into a Defense Deoxys. This seems like a pretty decent lead because he's going to be resisting the counters, and those charms are no joke. You can see him really adding up there. Now Rock Slide's going to be neutral here, and it's not going to do that much. Whimsicott is relatively tanky, so he's going to be able to get to this Grass Knot before the Defense Deoxys gets to another Rock Slide. And if he gets his shield here, he might actually be able to charm down. I'm not for sure. Okay, so he didn't sneak in an extra charm there because that was a CMP tie. So he is going to go ahead and shield this, and maybe, I don't think he's going to be able to charm down. It's going to be too close here. The opponent actually switches into an Umbreon. Okay, so Umbreon takes super effective damage from Charm, so maybe the opponent's just really trying to throw him off guard here. So Foul Play is going to be resisted here. So the opponent is going to have to go for Last Resorts, whereas ClaptonCaveman can just go for Body Slams here. This is a pretty neutral matchup all around. Last Resort does do a lot of damage, but you can see the Dragon Breaths in conjunction with the Body Slam. They're really doing a lot of damage. So, yeah, the opponent went for Foul Play the first time, so it doesn't seem like they even have Last Resort, so this is going to be a much more dominated match by the Zweilous. Normally, this is neutral, and either one of the people can win, but in this case, he's just going to be able to Dragon Breath down, and he's got close to 2 Body Slams in the old chamber. Alright, so they come out with an Azumarill, and he throws a Dark Pulse, probably just not thinking quickly enough. That always happens to me as well, but he's going to be able to get to another Body Slam here, and somehow he got a shield with that Dark Pulse, so, you know, whatever. So yeah, it's hard sometimes to throw right when a Pokemon comes out if you think you're about to go down. Like if they came out with a Charmer or something, he would have died instantly. So he's going to come back in with the Poochyena here. One problem I'm imagining with Mightyena is that it's going to lose to Azumarill just because it's a Dark type. So, oh yeah, did I not mention this is a double Dark team? Yeah, I don't think I mentioned it in this take. So yeah, this is a double Dark team, so, you know, that's, I'm proud. I am proud of ClaptonCaveman for, you know, coming to the dark side. Alright, so, we cut out my annoying laugh there in between the battles. Laughing about the dark side joke. Okay, picking up a lead against a Cresselia. This is, if the Cresselia has Grass Knot, this can be kind of good. But Moonblast, yeah, this is just a Grass Knot here. So it's going to be resisted. Never mind, that was a goddamn Moonblast is what that was. Okay, so the opponent switches into a Haunter. This is going to be a good matchup for the Mightyena here, because Mightyena, being that pure Dark type, is going to be resisting everything except for the Sludge Bomb. Shadow Ball, it is pretty squishy, so Shadow Ball would have done a ton of damage there, but he should be able to Ice Fang this down. This is probably just going to be a Shadow Punch, so it's not going to KO. It will do a little bit of damage. Actually, that's not too bad. I figured it would do more. So Mightyena's a little bit tankier than I imagined. The opponent's going to come out with a Vigoroth here, and he's going to go for the Poison Fang. Poison Fang is going to be it doesn't get Stab, but he might be able to get to a second one. Yeah, he's going to be able to get to a second one. It's interesting, this moveset that he's running on Mightyena. I wonder if it's got any other moves. I'm going to check that out over here. It's definitely saying to run this moveset on PB Poke, but I'm just curious. Oh, it's got Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, Ice Fang, and Bite. So this could be this could be a good, you know, variable. Like if you need different coverage for your team, you can always switch it to Thunder Fang or Fire Fang if you need to. All right, so he's going to come in with the Zweilous now. He's going to have to be careful because Moonblast is going to be double super effective and would probably KO. So going to have to shield. Oh, nice call. Very nice call. I definitely would have shielded that because I would have been scared. He's going to go ahead and build up some energy here and then throw a Body Slam. This should be taking out the Cresselia. And then what is in the back? It's just that Vigoroth, that's right. Okay, so if he can get to 2 Body Slams here, then he should be able to win this. But the counters are super effective here because of the Dark typing. But if he can get to 1 more Body Slam, he can just shield this Body Slam here and maybe get to another one. Vigoroth gets to charge moves pretty quickly, so I don't know. Yeah, so that was, yeah. Unfortunately, Vigoroth is a really good response to Dino, or not Dino. The guy, you know the guy, Zweilous. That's the problem with running a double dark team, is if you run into an Azumarill plus a fighter, then you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Okay, so he picks up a lead against a Wigglytuff. This is where you want to see the lead, ladies and gentlemen, because Wigglytuff's going to absolutely demolish his back line here. So unfortunately, it looks like what the opponent's probably going to do is just shield and then charm down. Okay, or not, never mind. That was very fortunate that that's not what happened. So the opponent comes in with an Empoleon, and this is kind of rough. Actually, no, just kidding. This ain't rough at all. Zweilous is going to be able to do pretty well here. Even though the Dragon Breaths are resisted, the opponent can only go for Drill Pecks here. And I don't think it does that much damage, but I think that shield was definitely worthwhile. And he's going to go ahead and build up some energy here and then throw this Body Slam right before the opponent gets to another Drill Peck. He does get his shield, very nice, and then he's going to be able to get to another one. Unfortunately, they get to the charge moves at the same time. So let's see if this is, yeah, okay, that doesn't do that much damage. So he's going to go ahead and hit the Body Slam and just hit a couple of the bubbles there so he can farm down. I think is a really smart play. So now he's going to be able to farm down. Let's see what comes in. Another Umbreon. Okay, so this is fine. He's going to be able to do some good damage here with the Dragon Breaths, as well as maybe 2 Body Slams if the opponent tries to farm down. Snarl just doesn't do all that much damage. He gets a shield, which is, you know, surprising because, you know, that Body Slam wouldn't have done that much. The Dragon Breaths do more than the Body Slam would. So Dark Pulse coming through, that's going to take him out, and then he's got this Mightyena in the back. He's going to be able to do neutral damage with the Ice Fang as well as the Poison Fang. And let's see, I'm assuming this Umbreon doesn't have Last Resort if they're going for Dark Pulses. Yeah, so he just has Dark Pulse. He's going to go for the Crunch here, so Crunch is resisted and Poison Fang would be neutral. But Poison Fang is a pretty crappy move, so I don't know. I think Poison Fang is still the way to go, but he should be able to just Ice Fang this thing down. Since they don't have Last Resort, this Dark Pulse isn't going to do all that much damage. And then he should just be able to Ice Fang this thing all the way down. Or throw the Poison Fang, that also works. So very nice. So it seems like if you find a Charmer in the lead, you're kind of in luck. So yeah, I was saying I remember him using Poochyena in the Little Cup as a safe switch because it has that Poison Fang, and Poochyena's worst enemy was a Cottony, and Poison Fang is double super effective. So yeah. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and safe switch into his Zweilous. Unfortunately, he's got nothing for a Galarian Stunfisk. This team is going to do very poorly up against Galarian Stunfisk because Zweilous is a halfway decent response. But the Rock Slide's Earthquake is all going to be neutral. It's going to do a ton of damage here. So he's going to go ahead and shield this the second Rock Slide here. And then he's going to go for the body slam bait. Let's see if he's going to get the shield here. This will be resisted, whereas the Dark Pulse would be neutral. Unfortunately, no shield. So at this point, he's probably just going to go down here. He's going to go for another body slam. I think building up to the... I think even just going for straight Dark Pulse in this matchup it might be the way to go. Alright, so the opponent is farming up a lot of energy. They probably have 2 Rock Slides at this point. So yeah, unfortunately, this is a really rough Pokemon to deal with this team, which is why I say ban it. Ban Galarian Stunfisk. Throw it in the trash. Get rid of it. Or nerf it. Nerf it. Yeah, give it, instead of giving it Mud Shot, give it Mud Slap. There you go. Yeah, it's fixed. Everything's fixed. It's got Mud Slap instead of Mud Shot. The world is happier now. Alright, so he's going to have to use both of his shields here just to take out that Galarian Stunfisk. And the Galarian Stunfisk took out 1.5 Pokemon and 2 shields. So yeah. Alright, so he's going for the Hurricane here. So Grass Knot is double super effective since this is a Mud Boy. So Grass Knot's probably the way to go here. But he was bound to get a shield anyway. And these charms are really adding up. So this is actually a really good matchup for Whimsicott here, because Whimsicott's going to resist the Mud Bombs. And yeah, the opponent has to go for Blizzard to take him out. So the opponent does go for a Blizzard. And now he's just got this Mightyena, which is probably going to do pretty poorly here. Poison Fang is resisted because of that ground typing on the old Mud Boy over there. He's gonna go for the Ice Fang down, but yeah, Mudshot gets to charge moves extremely quickly. So I don't think he's gonna be able to pull this one out here. And there's a Machamp in the back. Yeah, so wasn't looking too good. Galarian Stunfisk and Machamp on the same team. Not looking good, unless you see the Machamp in the lead. Okay, here we go. We get a good lead here, because this is going to be a really good matchup. Alright, and now what do we do? Alright, so Steel types are definitely a weakness to this team, so that's unfortunate. But, yeah, I mean, you know, Zweilous can do okay here, so he's going to go for the Dark Pulse. This is going to do neutral damage here, and I don't think the opponent's going to shield. Let's see. Yeah, so now that he's actually landed the Dark Pulse, he can be able to, he can tank one of these, well, if it's a Focus Blast. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Okay. So, might even just come in. Okay, he's going to come in with a Mightyena. I was going to say might even just... No, I guess either one of these is going to be kind of rough here. So, unfortunately, if he wants to keep the Mightyena alive, he's going to have to shield this Focus Blast, because that would be probably taking it out. So, he's going to Ice Fang down. Another time that he's had to spend 2 shields just to win that lead matchup. He's got the Whimsicott still, but there's a Drift Blame in the back. So, this is... Yeah, this is real rough. But maybe he lands the Hurricane, you know? Maybe. So Icy Wind's going to be super effective here. Does he land the Hurricane? There's 2 shields on the field, so I don't know. But this would be hilarious if he did. Ah, come on. Come on, guy. Come on. Alright, so this is... Yeah, this is GG's right here. So yeah, unfortunately this team... It's definitely a meme team for sure. But yeah, it's just... It doesn't really have a response to the old boy Galarian Stunfisk or Registeel. Doesn't really have a response to either one of those guys. Because Registeel's going to have that Focus Blast. And, yeah, so... Unfortunately, yeah. So, Obstagoon is a Dark type here, so... But he doesn't get a shield, so whatever. It doesn't matter. This is going to be GG. So, yeah, sometimes with these double Dark teams, you just gotta lose. But anyway, what I really like to do is if I have a neutral matchup in the lead, I switch into my... Zweilous to bait out their best Dark type counter. So this is a good matchup for Whimsicott. The opponent comes in with an Alolan Marowak. Here we go. Now we get to see. This is a really good matchup for Zweilous here, because the opponent can go for Bone Clubs if they want to hit for neutral, and Shadow Bone is resisted. Either one is, you know, doesn't really matter. So he's going to build up to the Dark Pulse and bait with a Body Slam. This will be double resisted, but Dark Pulse would be super effective. So the opponent calls his bait, maybe not even knowing what the moveset is. I don't know. But yeah, so Bone Club going to be coming through. But he should be able to Dragon Breath down with 1 shield. Yeah, all he has to do is shield once, and then he can Dragon Breath down. So anyway, like I said, this is a good matchup for Zweilous, even though the Body Slam is double resisted, because the Dragon Breaths do a ton. And if you land a Dark Pulse, then you're looking grand. Alright, so I think there's a Shadow Victory Bell here. Let's see. It is a Shadow Victory Bell. So Shadow Victory Bell's not going to have a good time with this Mightyena. Ice Fang's going to be super effective here. So he's going to wait out the timer a little bit. And now he's got everything lined up properly. Those Ice Fangs do so much. And then Galvantula's going to come back in. He's going to go ahead and... Does he shield? Lunge is going to be neutral. Okay, I think shielding that was the right play because I don't even know how much damage that would do. And he's actually able to charm down. That's really nice. So now he's probably going to get the last shield here with this Grass Knot. And honestly, Hurricane doesn't cost as much energy as I thought it did in comparison to Grass Knot. He's actually going to be able to charm this thing down. Nice. Alright. So, yeah, normally Charmers have a really tough time up against Victory Bell. It's actually it's a very neutral matchup for Whimsicott versus Victory Bell because it's going to be resisting the Razor Leafs. And, or it has that grass typing is what I meant to say, not the charm typing. Alright, so another lead of Obstagoon, and the opponent switches into an Abomasnow, and here comes Mightyena to counter here. So, yeah, I think this is probably his best response to an Abomasnow. He does have Poison Fangs, so that's really nice. He's going to be able to hit for super effective damage. The Ice Fangs are hitting for neutral. So with Fire Fang, though, you'd be able to hit this thing for double super effective damage. But again, that's just depending on what coverage you need for your team. I think maybe even running Fire Fang with this team would be better, because then you'd be able to hit Galarian Stunfisk for super effective damage as well. I know it says on PV Poke, you know, I used to take PV Poke's recommendations for movesets as gospel, but recently, not really. I just play whatever I think is going to be the best. Alright, so that matchup in Zweilous versus Abomasnow, there's been a lot of times where I've encountered Abomasnow lead and I actually switch into my Zweilous, because a lot of people still tend to switch out of that even though it's a good matchup for Abomasnow, because they're like, oh, I've got an Azumarill, I can counter this. Alright, so he's going to switch back into the Whimsicott here. So Whimsicott's going to be able to do, this is kind of rough because Weather Ball is going to be super effective here. Let's see how much it does. Probably doesn't do that much. Okay, it does a lot. He still needs to land 2 of them though, and let's see if he can get to the Grass Knot. He does get to the Grass Knot, but unfortunately the Charm wins the CMP, it seems. So Weather Ball is going to be coming through, but this is still okay. If he can farm down, Weather Ball is resisted here because of that Dragon typing. How much energy is he going to come out with? He's got more than 2 Body Slams, it looks like. Alright, so Obstagoon is doing super effective damage here with the counters. But Body Slam's going to hit for neutral. And he's got more than 2. Can he get to a second? Alright, because this isn't going to KO. I don't think this will KO. Can he get to another one? Oh, this is so close. Oh, my lord. That was so insanely close. Damn. Alright. GG. That was a really good match. Alright. Going into the next battle against Potency Matesu. I don't know. Alright. Alright, so this is where you want to see a Charmer in the lead, because his backline is going to do very, very terrible against Charmers. So let's see how Whimsicott does up against a Clefable. It looks like it's pretty even. Like they're doing the exact same amount of damage here. So yeah, he can shield. Meteor Mash would be super effective there. He's going to go for the Grass Knot here, because if he doesn't throw the Grass Knot, then they're probably going to simultaneously KO. So he does win the lead here, and then the opponent comes in with an Altaria. What the heck, man? They were like, oh wait, that's wrong Pokemon. So now that he knows there's an Altaria in the back, oh, okay. I was gonna say come in with the Mightyena, because Altaria actually loses to Zweilous. But I guess this is okay. He is taking super effective damage from the counters. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know about. This is gonna be really rough now. But oh wait, Ice Fang. I am so stupid. Duh. Come in with this. Wow, is the right move, ClaptonCaveman. I am dumb. Alright, so he's gonna have to shield this. Does he shield? Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Can he? I don't know if he can Ice Fang down. Yeah, I think you had to throw the Poison Fang there. Let's see how much a Rock Slide does. How much does it do? Okay, that's a lot. Yeah, this is gonna be. Yeah, I think this is a loss. But yeah, like I said, I think that was the right move coming in with the Zweilous now that I think about it. Zweilous does beat Altaria, but if you have Ice Fang on your Mightyena, then yeah, that's definitely the right Pokemon to line up with the Altaria. So yeah. Oh, these are on the same. Okay, cool. Going up against Lonnie21455617. No, I don't know. Lots of numbers. Alright, going up against the Gengar. This is pretty bad. But, you know. Actually, yeah, I was going to say try to catch. That's a very nice play right there. Very nice ClaptonCaveman. Catching this, hopefully, Shadow Ball. No, just a Shadow Punch. But either way, if you're catching something like that, that's what you want to see. And he baits out the Azumarill. Again, this is how I run my Double Dark team. Switch into the Zweilous. Just to bait out the Azumarill, because then your Mightyena can do a little bit better in the end game, because Mightyena is going to do extremely poorly up against Azumarill. Even with that Poison Fang, it's not gonna beat Azumarill, for sure not. Alright, Mightyena is rated number 367 on PV Poke. It beats Altaria, Alolan Marowak, Hypno, Shiftry, and Tropius. So it looks like any of those grass types, as well as the pure, well, not the pure, like this, just the psychic types. Alright, so Play Rough coming through, that's going to be double super effective, and that takes him out. And now the opponent comes in with a Gengar, thinking that there's no other Pokemon that can counter this Gengar, but here comes Mightyena. Let's see how much a Shadow Ball does. Oh, it's a Sludge Bomb. Oh, that's rough. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. He still took out the Gengar, and now the Azumarill comes back in, and he's got this Poison Fang loaded. This Poison Fang is going to do for hit for super effective damage here. He does get a shield, even better there. Now he's just going to be able to charm this thing all the way down. And now, what was in the back? Oh, come on, game. Come on. Not game. Come on, guy. Whatever your name was. Lonnie, 7, 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come on. Azumarill and Galarian Stunfisk on the same team. I bet you think that's a spicy team, huh? Look at this. I'm running Gengar. This is some spice right here. This is some serious spice. I got Gengar on my team, guys. Come on. Really? Get out of here with that shit. Alright. Alright. So, anyway, it was a pretty close matchup. Whimsicott does pretty decently there, because you can hit for, you know, they went for an Earthquake, and then they went for the Disrespect. Screw that guy. Alright, going up against Tsubaki. 5693. Alright. Whimsicott into Tropius. If this is Air Slash, it's terrible. Oh, it's actually a Razor Leaf, so that was fine. But either way, he's going to bait out the Galarian Stunfisk. Wow, what a surprise. This person's running Tropius, Galarian Stunfisk, and Azumarill, I'm assuming. Alright, so Rock Slide coming through. I'm trying not to get upset about this. I'm trying real hard not to get upset about it. But come on, guys. The amount of teams that I've seen that were just Azumarill, Galarian Stunfisk, and X, Y, and Z. Not creative. Not creative whatsoever. Alrighty then. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and shield this Rock Slide. Zweilous can actually win this if you land 2 Dark Pulses. Looks like he's going to build up to another one and go for the bait. This is exactly how I usually play this matchup. Go for the Dark Pulse first, and then bait the Dark Pulse second. There you go. Get the shield right there. And then I'd probably even just let this go. But he's going to go ahead and shield. You can actually win this matchup. But Mightyena is pretty squishy, so I think I would have saved the shield there. And then he's going to go for the Dark Pulse here, because he's only going to get to 1 charge move, so going for the Dark Pulse is the right play. Because the opponent's going to get to another charge move just right there. So going for the Body Slam. Probably would have got the shield either way, but, you know. Alright, so going to come back in with the Whimsicott, or, yeah, in the Whimsicott, and he's probably going to get hit by a Rock Slide here. So again, Galarian Stunfisk, please nerf. Remove access to Mud Shot. That's all I ask for. The stats are fine. It's got good stats. You can still use it as a Mud Slapper. Alright, so again, this is a pretty decent matchup here, but now he's going to switch into the Mightyena, dealing double super effective damage, and here comes the Toxicroak. Yeah, go for the Crunch is the right move here, because they're both going to be resisted, but Crunch is going to do more damage, and you're only going to get to 1 charge move. Unfortunately, he's going to get farmed down and probably just eat a Sludge Bomb with the Whimsicott. Can he charm down? Nope. So that is rough. This team doesn't do well. Oh, it's just a Mud Bomb. He's going to win. He's going to win. Go for the Hurricane. Get that Hurricane. Come on, man. Screw you, Tropius, you dick. Oh, man. Okay, that was, I feel like I just got blue-balled. That was a win. In my book, that was a win, ClaptonCaveman. So, shout out to you for using this Double Dark team. It looks like it's a lot of fun. Obviously, when you're going up against Galarian Stunfisk, Azumarill, and whatever, X, Y, and Z, it sucks to run a team going up against that team. When you're trying to run a Spice team and you run into that bullshit, yeah, it makes you want to give up on life. It makes you want to start using Azumarill and Galarian Stunfisk on your team just to even the playing field. But you know what? I refuse to do that. So I will keep bringing you guys the spice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like rating down below. And if you're new to the channel and you're still watching the video, this video is pretty long, dude. You're not subscribed yet? Please subscribe. I would very much appreciate that. So shout out again to ClaptonCaveman. Thank you very much for submitting these battles to me. Alright guys, take it easy. Shout out to my patrons, NZ Tech Freak, Northstar7620, ClaptonCaveman, Joseph Cahill, Aeon, Critterus, and TVDL. Thanks so much, guys.